we are bringing a COVID-19 vaccination site to a location where wouldn't normally have them, right? Normally you would go to the Ide Kamakole Tennis Stadium, you would be in the Alehu at Bay Clinic satellite office, you would be somewhere in Kona where you have a controlled environment, you know, and there's a lot more structure. But we wanted to bring all that down here to Miloliʻi. So allowing the COVID-19 vaccination to be distributed in an isolated, geographically isolated, rural, native Hawaiian community is the first time that's ever happening here in the state of Hawaii. And this can be a model for other islands and other communities where they can go out into rural areas, whether it's Anahola or Kalapana. You know, there's other areas where this can be applied. So hopefully there's some takeaways with our other state partners that can see what we're doing here in Miloliʻi. But usually Miloliʻi is always the first with stuff, right? We take pride in that. Get some hammers come out of Miloliʻi. The culmination of what you see here started about 2 months ago. As we said, hey, what a great idea. How about if we took this down to Miloliʻi Fishing Village, right? And at the time, we weren't sure if we could pull it off. And then there was an idea of, you know what, let's bring buses down and bus the kupuna and the village to Kona or to a different location to get the vaccine in a more controlled environment. And we said, you know what, that's not the point of this. The point of this is for us to come to the village and to the community. So we know how disproportionately affected Pacific Islanders and Native Hawaiians have been for COVID-19. Several people here contracted the COVID-19 virus, including people like Paimi and Uncle Willie. Last year in March, we remember when COVID-19 was down here in the village. So we wanted to bring this here today.
And so, you know, what we're doing here, we're doing old school style. You come, we'll register you here as you come. And we'll give you the vaccine and we'll register you after. It's just because that's the only way to do it in such a rural area, isolated area like Miloliʻi. And this is the first time that we're actually putting our vaccines in a portable freezer, right? Putting it on a bus, a school bus, driving it down here with our staff, meeting up with other partners to provide this opportunity for this very isolated community. The timing was perfect because we were planning to come down twice, but the probability that we would catch everybody again is not as high if it was just one dose. So when the Johnson & Johnson came out, you know, we got the permission from Department of Health to go ahead and bring that vaccination to the people. So this one dose is awesome. It makes us feel good, and Miloliʻi people are showing up in numbers, and we think we're going to hit our 150. You know what? I think what's important to note is that, you know, Native Hawaiians, you know, their life expectancy is 75 years old, and when you put an age criteria on who can get the vaccine, and you say, well, let's go 75 and over, well, that excludes most Native Hawaiians, right? So this idea of putting an age criteria for a vulnerable community, an isolated community like Miloliʻi, is not helpful. But bringing the vaccine to the people is a way to kind of provide health equity across the races and the ethnicities. And so this is great. I think this is a way to equalize the playing field, and that's why we're doing it.
This is the mayor of Miloliʻi right here.
Yeah.
Make way.
Can we get a picture right here?
Make way for them. We're going house to house.
For the mayor.
We're going house to house. We want to encourage you, Uncle Willie, to come and get your vaccine today. Yeah? You going to do them?
Powered mine.
Oh, you already got them?
Yeah.
Okay. We're encouraging everybody to come out today to get their vaccine.
Well, that's the main
If
thing.
you can help us spread the word.
Well, don't need to spread the word. The main thing, you guys do your job.
Okay.
If you guys know what you need to do, come out to the village.
Okay. Thank you.
The people, they're not used to that kind. You know, like you guys. Just come and give them the shots.
Thank you, Uncle Willie.
Okay.
Aloha.
Yeah. Good luck. Boy, how you come? Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the main thing is we do everything we can. You know, we leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
And we go house to house and we do everything we can to get people to come out. See people on a Saturday morning, stopping people as they drive by, you know, giving them the flyer that we have. We'll be down there all day today. I think it's worth it. You know, if we go and do this and one extra person comes out today, then it's all worth it. Hey, today we're doing vaccinations down at the halau. We have 18 years of age or above. This is the first time a COVID-19 vaccination site in the state has been established outside your normal vaccination centers in a rural, native Hawaiian, geographically isolated, multi-generational household where you have keiki to kupuna. And we brought the COVID-19 vaccination to the village today, and this is the first time it's ever happened in the state, maybe even the nation as well. So,
and 18 also,
18 years of age or above. Nobody else is doing that. But this is, you know, Miloliʻi is an excellent opportunity to establish herd immunity, because you have a small isolated village, about 50 homes, about 300 residents, largely Pacific Islander and Native Hawaiian, suffered from COVID-19 last March, where we had outbreak in the village. And so this is a great example to try and establish that herd immunity, and we hope everyone comes out. So our goal, we brought down a little over 150 Johnson & Johnson vaccinations today. Our goal is that not a single vaccination goes back up that hill.
All right.
We're going to do whatever we can to make that happen.
I think most people are receptive to getting vaccinated, but you know, to reach herd immunity is kind of our goal. So our president, Biden, you know, his goal was to reach herd immunity by July 4th, you know, kind of like the independence, if you will, of the COVID-19. And so we also have that goal. So by July 4th, we want the Big Island to reach the level of herd immunity. And to do that, you got to get at least 80% of your residents vaccinated. And we think if we can distribute at least 150 doses here in Miloliʻi, that might indeed achieve herd immunity.